everyone, this is Myra from myrascraftings.com. How's everybody doing? Today, I'm going to show you fun ways to use acrylics and charms. I'm going to show you how to make hooks that you could hang on your wall and hang them up in any room and can use them for anything. I'm going to show you how to use acrylics to make paper clips. I'm going to show you how to make these nice wobbly things that you can use. You can use them on your car, on your desk. So I'm going to show you all these lovely things to do with acrylics and charms. So stay tuned and stay with me and let's have some fun. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is some things you're going to need. You're going to need something called B7000 glue. You could get this from Amazon or any craft store. B7000, or you could use E6000. I prefer B7000. It's a little more crafter friendly. Yes, this actually will take you a while to dry, up to like maybe 8 to 24 hours, depending how much you use and how much that surface is you're using it on. But the purposes for today, I'm not going to use too much, so it should dry pretty quickly within a couple of hours. Or 1 hour. So again, B7000 or E6000 are okay. All right, I just prefer the B7000. That's pretty much all you need, and all you need is your hands. Let me show you what we're gonna be doing. Most of the things we're gonna be doing already have adhesive on it, so you do not need the B7000 except for one that I will show you. So let's just start right away. I'm gonna show you some of the acrylics we're gonna use. So this is one acrylic, right, where it has like a 3D design on the top. It's a square. It's like about 3 centimeters each, okay, and it's smooth on the other side. Some crafters like to sand this down because they're gonna, if they have to use an adhesive to make it grip a little bit better. But for our purposes today, we do not need to do that because what we're gonna put it on already has adhesive, double-sided tape. So you really don't need it. It's pretty strong as it is. These are also, if you notice, have a hole right here. And those could also be used as pendants, right? So again, you can use them multiple ways, but for the purposes of today, we're gonna use them as charms, right? Acrylic charms. Okay, so what we're gonna be adhering it to is this right here. This is a paper clip, right? Isn't this cute? Look, it's a little clip, right? Very strong. It's made out of acrylic and it has double-sided tape on both sides, right? So that's why I chose two to put on here. Now, that being said, yes, it's the same design, right? But you don't have to do the same design. You could do different designs. Okay, it's a paper clip, and these paper clips, let me show you what they would look like. I have them here. I have some example here. Here's one I've made, right? It's both sides. Now you got to remember the 3D side has to be on the outside. So whatever you're taping to the clip is the smooth side. Okay. Some acrylics are not 3D on one side. They're both flat 2D. So it doesn't really matter what side you put it on. Okay, so again, plug and play. Okay, so if you guys got it, just play with it. I'll show you one that doesn't have a 3D design. This one, for instance, here, this is smooth on both sides. It's the same 2D design on both sides. Now see, I've used two different ones. You don't have to use the same one on both sides, so don't feel restricted to that. Okay, it still works. Okay, just remember where your up and down is. Okay. There you go. Okay, this is so cute. It's so cute to use on paper. It's good for like if you have kiddos to go to school and use these as paper clips. I've used them for my bags. If I need to close a bag and I need a paper clip for any reason, I use these. These are fun to make, easy to make, fast to make. So you could have tons of these. I have tons and tons of them. So, and they come in different sizes. So I showed you this size right here, and they also come in a bigger size. This size right here. These are about, I want to say 2.5 centimeters. If like this is a 3 centimeter. Yeah, so it's about 2 centimeters, this one. Now this one is meant for larger acrylics, like something like this. All right, this is an 8 cm acrylic. You could use it on these, and this is gonna look amazing. Wait till you see it. Again, I won't go any bigger than this size right here. I'm sorry, I apologize. This actually might be a 6 cm. Do not go bigger than that, because then the clip is not gonna be strong because you have so much surface space. Again, these are pretty strong, and they come with double adhesive on both sides. So let's get started. We'll start with the small one, right? Now remember, you want to adhere it to the clip on the smooth side just for this one, because like I said, it has a 3D design on this side. So you want to put it on the back side. All right, so all you have to do is literally peel the tape. All right, take this here, and what I like to do is kind of eyeball it in the middle, okay, like that, and just press, 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 press. Now this is not going anywhere. This is very strong adhesive double tape. Okay, so here's one side. Now again, you peel the other side. There you go. There's adhesive on there. It's a double-sided tape. Remember, the smooth side, okay? And you just kind of line it up, okay? And don't worry if you don't light it up perfectly, because, you know, again, it's a paper clip, okay? Okay. Now press, press, press. Got your paper clip. All right, let me show you on a piece of paper what that would look like. Okay, here we go. Here's your paper clip. Isn't this gorgeous? And it holds, guys. It really does. So again, this is the smaller paper clip. All right, so let's move on. I'll show you the large paper clip. Now, you gotta remember, with these large flat 2D acrylic, this has a film on it. These didn't. The 3D didn't, okay? So remember, with these, you have to peel the film off. So you take your finger and kind of, you see the film right here? And you peel it off. Don't forget to do that, okay? Because it won't adhere well. And if you see how shiny it is, this film is on there to protect the acrylic from scratches. All right, so now I would only peel one side that I'm gonna stick on, okay? So you don't get confused which side you're doing. All right, so here's the acrylic. Again, with these, all you have to do is, sometimes you gotta be careful because it'll bring the tape right with it, okay? You peel that off, okay? You take it. Now remember, face up, right? And you just stick it. I like to stick these a little lower, okay? Here we go. All right, so here's your first side. Then, again, like I said before, you peel it off. Here we go. All right. Now this has a hole, okay? I mean, I guess you could hang them somewhere, but I never tried to. I just use them for paper clips. All right, so now that's exposed. Take your other one. Now see, two different ones. Doesn't have to be the same. Again, remember to peel the film, okay? Here we go. Peel the film. See how shiny that is? Isn't it beautiful? All right. Now, this is the side you want to stick onto here. So you got to flip it over, bring this back, and stick it on it. Okay. Now, again, these are not the same. So it's going to look a little funky, but it does work, okay? It does work. Here, let me show you. Here's like a whole bag of acrylic, right? Look, watch, it works. It holds up, see? It holds up, so it works. Now, when you obviously give this to someone, just remember to peel the film off the front and the back, but I would leave it on there till you're about to give it to someone or you're about to use it, and peel the film off because you don't want it to get scratched up. It's pretty acrylic. All right, so that's one way to use acrylics. Now, there's other ways to use acrylics as well, and charms. Now, this is a charm right here, right? It's a charm, flat back. That's why we call it a charm. It doesn't have holes, right? So you take that. Now, this is something called a hook, right? This is a hook you hang up. It will stick. See, it has double-sided glue like the paper clip, right? So this would actually glue to a wall or to whatever you wanted to glue it on. All right, boards, or I have one hanging like on my board in front of my studio. I hang things on here like phone charms and things like that. They're pretty strong. Very strong adhesive, so just be careful when you hook it up to a wall. It could damage your wall when you're trying to peel it off. So now, same situation here. So now you want this piece. Now this is gonna go onto a wall. Okay, so you want to put your acrylic. You could put an acrylic size, maybe I would say 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters could go on here, even maybe a 7 centimeters, pushing it a little bit. That might be too big, but for today's purposes, I'm using a charm. Okay, this is made out of clay. Okay, so you again peel this off, okay, and take your charm. And I usually, what I do, I want to put this piece right here onto most of the the wider piece so it doesn't show. So what you want to do is take it and kind of, I have to turn it this way and kind of eyeball it just about here and press. Okay, and sometimes you have to kind of move it a little bit. Okay, so now this is done. So this, again, this could be cute for like a girl's room to hang some of her stuff on. All you have to do is take the adhesive off, all right, and glue it onto the wall. All right, you don't have to use glue or anything. It already has adhesive on there. Again, just be careful. It could damage your wall when you peel it off. Okay, again, you could hook things up. I'll just show you kind of like, this is what I use it for. Like I could put my phone charms on here. I could pretty much hook anything onto this. Here's another one. You can do this. All right, so pretty much it's just a hook, right? You can use it for whatever you want. Now I'm gonna show you the one that you're gonna need glue for. Now this is a pop socket, not a traditional pop socket, but it's a pop socket, right? Here's where you actually adhere it to your phone or whatever you want to put a pop socket on, but usually a phone, a back of the phone, right? So you just peel this cover off, and then it has adhesive, and you adhere it, excuse me, to your phone. Now, this doesn't have tape. So now this is where your glue comes in, all right? So I'm gonna use an acrylic, right? This beautiful kawaii girl, right? And again, you gotta remember to peel the film off, because your glue will come off. It's not gonna work, all right? So you peel, again, let's peel this off. Sometimes it's not that, some people use tweezers to do this. If you like to do that, that's fine. If it's easier, here we go. Okay, now this is the side that's gonna go on here, okay? Again, some people like to sand these and these to adhere together better, but for the purposes of today, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have my sandpaper here, but if you could just sand it a little bit, rough it up here a little bit. I don't like to rough the acrylic. I like to maybe rough this up a little bit, okay? So now what you're gonna do, remember your glue, B7000 or E6000, whatever you prefer. Use a little bit. You do not need a lot of glue, okay? Now this comes with a needle, right? So to keep the glue open, you know, opening free of things like the glue gunk. So what I like to do is kind of go around like this, okay, and kind of put like little dots, okay, like that, okay? And then close this up because you don't want it to gunk up, right? Take your acrylic. Now have your acrylic, this is the side that's gonna get glued down. And then remember, oh, and I forgot to show you, I'm so sorry. This is a mirror as well. So you want the mirror to open like this. So when you put this down, okay, put it down like this. And I like to put it again so it doesn't show right into the middle of the face right here. Now this is gonna take a minute to dry. So we're gonna put this to the side, let it dry, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Another way to use charms and acrylics is these things right here. These are springs, right? You guys know these, you know, bubble heads, right? You put them in your car. This is the same concept. Again, it has adhesive on both sides, right? So it doesn't matter which side you use. And what you do is, now remember, this, you can't put anything heavy on this, okay? So I've chosen these two here, because I have two. I like to do twos. I don't know why. I have these little, like, they're actually like muffins, right? With some kind of character to it. So I'm gonna be using these. They're not heavy. I made the mistake actually in the beginning to use these and use like full-size dolls made out of clay. They were too heavy, so, and this was like this. Like, it kept bending and falling, so you just gotta be careful. Obviously, you can't put anything heavy on here. Some other things that I've considered using is something like this, okay? But there we go. So you could test it to see if it's gonna hold, okay? So this one seems okay if you wanna use something like that. But I would be, you know, like I said, just make sure you don't put anything too heavy on here. All right, so let me show you what that's gonna look like. So again, you peel this off, okay? You take this, you just pretty much stick it in the middle as much as you can, right? Line it up, okay? Sometimes it's not quite the middle, but here you go. And then you would take this off and stick it to whatever. I have some stuck on my table, some on my computer. I'm not gonna do it right now because it'll stick to my table, but you get the idea. This is just, again, this is fun stuff. You could actually do these with your kiddos, with your students. You know, this is fun projects to do, and they can take it home and, you know, have some things. Oh, look, I did this, you know. Again, let me show you. You would take this off. Lord, sometimes it's easier with tweezers, but see, I'm sure you guys could see this. This is very strong adhesive tape. Okay, so take it and place it. That's all you gotta do. This, let me tell you, this ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. Okay, here you go. Fun. It is really tons and tons of fun to do things like this. I like to do little projects like that. I like to put them like as giveaways or, you know, just fun things to do. So again, so I showed you this one, right? And then I showed you the small paper clip, right? This has small paper clip. Okay, very strong, very strong. And I showed you the big paper clip, okay, still strong. And again, you don't have to use the same one on both sides. You don't have to, you're not restricted. So don't feel like, oh, I don't have two of these, I can't. Yes, you can. You could do it. You could do that, you know, even the small one, here. You don't have to use the same one. See, still. Okay, and then I showed you the hook, right? Hook. Again, this is for the wall, right? And you can use acrylic for this. You don't have to use a charm. I just happen to use a charm. Okay, so you can use acrylic for that. Now, this is, again, it takes some time to dry, but I just wanted to show you when you open it, you're gonna open it like this. So this will be on your phone like this, right? It'll be like this. And then you can use this as a mirror. See? So these are fun. This is not your regular one that you put, like a regular pop socket that you put on your phone. This one has a mirror. But I do also have regular pop sockets, the round ones, where you just pretty much, you could put acrylic, you could put a big charm, anything you want. I mean, like I said, let your imagination run wild. Again, just remember to peel the top of the acrylic off when it's ready to be used. Some people might want to leave them on, that's fine. They might don't want the acrylic to get scratched, but it's such a beautiful acrylic when you peel this off. It gives it such a shine. I'm gonna actually keep this one for myself so I can actually peel this off right now. Again, tweezers help. Here we go. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look how amazing that looks. So when you're ready to put them on your phone, just peel this off and stick it on the back of your phone. Okay, so that is the end of the tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you all ideas on how to use things and what things you could possibly do with acrylics and charms. Again, there's so much I could talk about with acrylics and charms, and I'm sure in future videos I will show you how to use acrylics and charms in different ways, as pendants, as pieces that you could use in your phone charms and your keychains. If you liked the content of this video, I'll appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I love you guys, and see you soon. Mwah. Bye.